All right, greetings and good day from the Old Man Skate Jam mobile studios here at Knott's Island, North Carolina skate park. And I've been trying to get to this one for years, but it's just not near anything for where I was. Now, I just happened to be in Virginia Beach and got to looking, and it was less than an hour drive from it, so I got up early and decided to swing down this way. Now I found this park years ago. It was in a little magazine that somebody in the Outer Banks had put out about skate parks that were there, and so a lot of those skate parks, there's more of them now, so but this was one of them that was in there, and I've been wanting to come here ever since. So probably should have got here about 15 years ago, honestly. But a couple things. I'm gonna flip this around for us. Hang on tight. So this is the park overview, right? And let's just start out on this end here. So little rail, little wave wall going down from this upper section down into the rest of the park proper. This is interesting. Very nice vert wall, if not oververt in spots. Transitions up into shallow end pocket here, and along with that, little bank back up into it. Two ledges there, not the best as far as getting to those, but there's plenty of other stuff over there as far as that goes. Let's keep walking this way. So I don't know who built this park, but it was kind of forward thinking. So I really like these sections. They remind me of those Wallows Walls, those corners in Animal Chin, what it reminds me of. Now I think this is interesting. It's kind of a double Euro gap. So coming out of this bowl, and we'll talk more about the bowl in a second, but coming out of that bowl you could ollie up or ollie down into the bowl. All right. Little rail there. Another rail here. Another one of those Wallows Walls. Kind of interesting. Now, this is something I think is interesting about this park. So, like, this is a bank here, and then they transitioned it into a transition quarter pipe. So it's kind of interesting. You don't see that a lot. It's kind of awkward at first, but kind of cool once you hit it. Drop in without hurting myself with this camera. Hang on, here we go. When I first walked over to this park, and it's a long way, I'll show you, you can see my race car way over there. It's a long way through grass. That's something it's nice that the locality built this, but it also looks like we could have put a sidewalk or something, or a parking lot closer. But anyway, I digress. They knocked it out of the park when they built this thing. But so here's something that's interesting. These flat sections down here, look how rough that concrete is. I mean, it is rough. And it's weird because if you look on any of the obstacles, look how smooth that is. Still smooth. So it's like it was a different contractor, I suspect. The bowl, look how smooth those bowl walls are. This again a weird bowl because it's banks, right? It's not really transitions, it's banks. But looking at the bottom of this, the flat bottom of this, rough. It's so rough. So I actually have brought a new setup over here that I had, and it had 103 hardness wheels. As soon as I looked at this place, I said, no way it's gonna happen. So went back to the car and pulled out the trusty General Issues that I've did a video on. You should check it out. But it's got the 93A Dragon wrap bones on it, which have been discontinued. So I hate that, but I love that I got some. So yeah, if you're close by to northern end of the Outer Banks or even Virginia Beach, and you want to come down here, yeah, it's worth coming by if, you know, just if nothing else for the historical value of it. I would love to see, I think it was the local JCs that built this park. I'd love to see them hire the guys out of the Outer Banks that do the killer parks. I'd love to see them hire them to come back in and do the flat sections again, and this place will be back up to rad again. If you're on a BMX, great park. You could have a ball here. So definitely don't rule it out. All right, so we're going to move on down to another park here in just a few minutes. So, all right, thank you for tuning in. Peace. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you are in the Virginia Beach area, or if you're traveling out to Knott's Island, you'll pass this surf shop called Pungo Board House. Stop and see my friend Dylan. They do a lot of their own in-house graphics. It's a really cool shop. A lot of surf stuff, some skate stuff too, and a killer half pipe out back. So stop in to see Dylan, spend some cash there, and tell him the Old Man Skate Jam sent you. All right, peace. Thank you.